started the recording. So what I'm saying till now, if you have to open any website, you write driver.get, or suppose you want to provide the one name for a person, suppose the name, or I will say first name. So what is the first name? Submit, suppose, and suppose there is also, you can say the last. Suppose there is also one more. Okay. So till now, why we are providing these two values? Because I have to use these values somewhere. Use these values somewhere. But here we are hard coding the data here. So after what we will do, we will not hard code the data like this. Okay. Sorry, we will not going to hard code the data like this. What I will do, I will create one Excel. So suppose you can see on my screen. So is my screen visible, right? Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, yes,
Okay,
it's
okay.
audible.
So what I am saying that, as you can see here, that some names are written here of the popular people, and you can see the email ID is also resembling the people. So these three are the students, you can say, and these three students are in this college. So you can see the first name and last name here. So we are not going to hard code the data here. We are not going to, again, there is my eclipse here. I'm saying I'm not going to hard code the data here. I will use some coding way so that I can fetch the first name from here and I can fetch the last name from here. Okay. Likewise for all the other people. Okay. I can also fetch the email as well. So this way we will do. So what I am going to do. Okay. So it is clear to everyone. So what is the thing we are going to do in this today's session?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
Sumit.
So before that, let me come here. So again, I am saying a strategy to trace the data from the Excel to Selenium test case, or you can say that it is a data-driven testing, whatever you want to say, data-driven testing from Excel sheet. So before that, what I will say, I have to do, we will make use of this. So this is a Apache POI is an API, okay, application programming interface. It is provided by the Apache Foundation, whoever has created the Apache one, okay. And what this POI is this POI is a collection of different Java library, okay. So you can say, okay, inside that library there are many files present, right? So it is a collection of different Java library. Inside this library, what they will give you, they will give the facility to read, write, and manipulate the different files. One of them is Excel sheet. So here we will make use of this POI, which is provided by the Apache Foundation. Okay, so this POI have two dependencies, which is these two are the dependency, which is POI OOXML, and this is the this is also one of the dependency. So if you have to drive the data from the Excel after creating the project in the Eclipse, you have to first provide the Eclipse the knowledge of these two dependencies. Then only you can proceed forward. So before that, let me open the Eclipse. So here I have already created a Maven project. You can see this is the pom.xml file. I hope you all will be knowing that how to create a Maven project from the earlier classes. So anyways, I will show you quickly. Go to project and then select this Maven project. And if I click next, click next. Oh, okay. So here after I click next, so I will you have to select this one, right? So this is the most okay. Wait, is there any okay back? I'm saying select this quick start template. Okay, so this is the most basic one. Okay, so you can select this. After you will select this, click on next. Okay, so whatever the artifact ID name, this is your project name. So anyways, I have already done. After you will provide some name. Okay, so your project will be created after you click on finish. So as of now, I am not again making the project because I have already done that here. Okay, so consider only the second one, Excel. Okay, this is my project name, or you can say the artifact ID. Inside that, you will find two folders: source test Java source main Java. As of now, we are writing only test case. Okay, so I have created one package here. Inside that package, there are two classes. You can see I have created. One of them is this one, and one of them is this one. As of now, consider only this one. Okay, we are interested only in this one. After that, uh, so I have told you that if you have to drive the data from the Excel, you have to make use of this POI. And inside that POI, there are two dependencies, which is this one. So first, in the pom.xml file, you have to provide these two dependency, right? So that it will download all the required files necessary for the execution of our test case. Okay. So how we are going to get the dependencies here? This is the first one. Copy this. Okay, I will not copy that. And come if I come to Google, write Maven. Okay, I'll write Apache. Okay, so you can write like that, Maven dependency. After that, just hit the first URL, and after that you can see. So if I click, you can click from anyone. Let me pick the latest one. So this is the latest one on the top, and you will see. You can see this poi dot hyphen ooxml, right? So first we have to get this dependency. So copy this whole dependency, and after that come to your Eclipse and come here, pom.xml. Here what you will do, you will just simply going to paste this dependency here. So where you have to paste, see here, inside this dependencies tag, right? So by default it will come. You do not have to create this tag. Inside that dependency tag, just paste this. Okay. So I have already pasted it here, as you can see. So again, I am not going to paste it. Okay. But for the first time, when you will do, you will have to paste it here. Okay. After that, save the file by pressing Ctrl S. Okay. So you can see on the bottom it is loading something. Okay. Which means it is downloading the required file. After that, there is one more dependency which you can see from here, which is this. This is the dependency POI. So how you are going to get that? Again, okay, this time I will write it here only, Apache POI. Okay, so search it, and this is the first one. And I will again pick the latest one from here and just copy this. So you can see this is the name POI. Okay, so just copy this one, and then paste it here. Now there it is. Uh, okay, so you can paste it here only. Okay, inside this dependency tag, right? It is the opening of the dependency tag, and I think it is closed here. Okay, I think it is where it is. So it is closed here, right? So likewise, you can see there are so many dependencies, right? Right. This is the one dependency. Likewise, we have to paste. I think this one. Paste it here. Okay. So again, I am saying I will not paste it again because you can see on the bottom. I think I have already having it. So this is the one. Okay, I am already having it. So I will not again going to paste it. Okay. So after that, just Control and S, your file will be saved, and you can see on the bottom, Maven is downloading the required file with the help of this one, right? Automatically. So you do not have to take care that whatever the dependencies I have to write, just place this. Okay. After that, so is it clear to everyone that how we are pasting the fetching the dependencies with the help
Yeah,
of
yes,
Maven?
yes, Sumit.
Okay. So this is your first step. Okay. And after that, let me come to.
Sumit, can you repeat once again?
Sorry.
Can you repeat once again?
Okay, okay, sure. No issue. What I'm saying, let me come here. To fetch the data from the Excel, we will make use of this Apache POI. This is a POI provided by the Apache Foundation, okay, which is a collection of different Java library. Okay, so these library will have the facility. Okay, you can treat the libraries as file. You can say files. Okay, so these files gives the facility to read the file, write and manipulate the different files. One of the file is Excel sheet. So to use this Apache POI, they have provided two dependency, which is this one and this one. So to provide the Eclipse the knowledge of Excel test case, what I will do, I will carefully place these two dependency in my pom.xml file, which is Maven one. Okay, so copy. What is the first one? POI XML. So how you are going to get the dependency? Type it here. POI XML and search. If you search it, So you will see lots of results will be populated and click the first one. If I click this, here you will find the first, which is POI hyphen OO example, right? If I highlight this, so just copy this whole uh, lines and just come to your project. Inside this file, place the dependency. So here I have already pasted, okay, but you have to do it when you will do for the first time. So this is one, and after that, again, what I have said, these two dependencies are the important. Okay, if you use any of these, then your script will fail. Or you can say that whatever the code, whatever the class you want to use, that will not be fetched from this package. So it is mandatory to provide both the dependencies. After that, copy this. This is the one dependency which we have to add again. And if I search it here, POI. So again, you will see if I click this first one, if I click this, you will see that this is the first one, right? You can pick any, but I will choose the latest one. So here, this is the POI dependency. You can say this is the POI dependency. Then copy all of these. Copy this, and after that, come here. Okay, so again, inside this dependency tag, right? This dependency tag have multiple dependency. One is this one. One is this one. Oh, and also you see that you saw that I have already placed one Selenium jar dependency here, right? So that all the Selenium jars will be present. Okay, so you can place this one as well. Okay, after that, I hope you all know that how to place this. Okay, in the from the previous classes. So I am not explaining that how to get the Selenium dependency. Okay, so this is the same way. Just you have to type Selenium dependency, okay, and then just pick the right one, okay. So as of now I'm not showing, okay. So again, after that, what I'm saying, once you will get this, copy this POI dependency, okay, and then place it here. So I've already pasted this dependency, okay. After that, when you hit Control and S, which is Control and Save, then this file will get saved and all the required files will be downloaded. So this is clear. It is clear.
Yeah, now I got it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So after that, okay, so these two, the classes I've created, right? You can create any class according to you. Okay, so I'm just naming this Excel demo. This is the class. So let me remove this. We do not require it. Okay. So before writing any code, let me again come to this. Okay, so this is the Excel. So right now I have created this Excel, right? So there can be any column here, right? So this is one dummy one. So assume that a client has provided you this uh, Excel sheet. Inside that Excel sheet, there are three rows, four rows and four columns. Okay. So after that, so this is the name test hyphen Excel. And one more thing you will see, if I try to expand it, let me. You can see that there are so many sheets here. One, what is the total number? Let me count. Okay, so there are so many. One, okay, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay, so nine. Let me remove the necessary one, right? Because otherwise I have to my code, my loop will run more time, right? I will tell you in a short while. So we do not require it as of now. So remove this as well. Remove this. Remove this one as well. So how many table sheets we have? Okay, so we have five sheets. One, two, three, four, five, right? So rest of the sheets are empty, as you can see. This is our actual sheet, which is test data. This is the name I have provided. You can provide any name. So what is the strategy to access the Excel data? So we can see it from here. How to fetch the data from the Excel sheet. Below are the steps. Okay, so recording is already started. So first of all, we will create the object of this class. So this is the class that will help you to work on this Excel sheet, which is this one. Okay, so we will make use of this class. So this class has the powerful capacity to get hold of your sheet. So we will see it in a short while, right? How? So after that, once you will get the sheet, So by holding on, I mean this class will help you to get the hold of this sheet, particular sheet, this one. And once we will get the hold of sheet, okay, what I will do, okay, let me come it here. What I will do, once I will get the hold of the sheet, I will first come to all the row of the sheet. Means these are all the rows. First row, second, third, fourth, likewise. There are so many rows are here. Okay. After that, I will get access to all the rows of the sheet, and after that, once I will get access to all the row, what I will do, come to specific row. I will come to specific row. Suppose I am interested in this one. If I am interested in this one, then I will come to this row, right? If I am interested in the third one, then I will come to this row. So after that, I will come to any particular row, and once I will come to the particular row, if I click it here, where it is, once I will get the hold of the particular row, then what I will do, after that, hold access to all the cell of the row. So actually, what we are trying to do, if I once I will reach this row, I am interested to get the data. So this is my test case ID 102, second test case. So I am interested to get this whole data in my test from in my test case. Okay, then I can use that data however I want. Okay, so what I am doing, once I will get the access to all the row, I will get the access to each and every cell. So this is one cell, you can see first cell, second, third, and fourth. So I will get access to each and every cell, and then I will fetch the you can say the text which is present inside these you can say cell. Okay, so there are many cells here, but as you can see, we are interested only in the four cell. Okay, we are not interested in all the remaining cells, as you can see. So one, two, three, and four, and likewise there are four row. After that, printing. Okay, our task will be done. So let us start from this first step again. So we will see it later. Okay, how you are going to store the data in array list. So as of now, let us start from by creating the object of this class. So let me copy the class name. So this is the class. Let me name that as, let me name fs. Any name you can give, it's up to you, object name. And after that, again I will write the class name here so that I will be able to create the object. So it is showing the error, just import the required package. So this is the one. So this import package is coming from the dependency which we have provided in our home.xml file. Okay. If you do not provide the to dependency, you will not going to see this. Maybe you will going to see this, but even after you will click that, error will not be gone. Okay. So it is mandatory to provide all the dependency. What are the two dependencies? These are the one. Where it is, let me show you again. These are the two dependency, right? So we get that we are able to create the object first, and after that. So as of now, we have created the object, and I am saying that what I have said here, that let me come here. I think here I am saying that this class has the capacity to get hold of your Excel sheet, but this class do not know this object. You can see this class object do not know where your file is located. Okay, so to provide the path of the file, we will use one more class which is file input string. This is the Java class. Java guide is provided to perform any operation on the file, which is read the file, or you can say write the file, and there are many more methods as well. So as of now, what I will do, I will create one object of this class, input string. After that, let me import the package again. It is showing the error. So if I this is the import. Okay, after that, it is saying provide me the path inside of the argument. Okay, here I will provide my file name path. So this is the our Excel. You can see test-Excel. So if I minimize that, I will come to my desktop. Okay, so I think here it is the fun. Okay, you can see. So if I right click and go to property, I will see that this is the path where my file is present. Right? So I will copy the path from here, close it, and I will just provide the path here. And after that, Okay, so after providing the path, provide the file name as well along with the file format, which is XLXX. Okay, so this is the file format for the Excel file. Okay, so it is mandatory you have to provide this format at the end. Okay, after that, if I say, so you are getting the error because you have created the same object. So let me name this object as file input stream. Okay, so it will say add throws declaration. Okay, I am adding that. So why we are adding that? Because suppose at runtime it do not find the required file, so it will throw one exception which is of the type it, or you can say it will throw one error in our console, which will say that I am not getting the required file, right? So this is the reason it is saying us to throw the declaration, throw the exception at when we are writing the code. So after that, what I will do this. So we are providing the you can say path of the file here. Now this object knows where your file is located. This is the path. And if this object knows, then what I will do, I will copy the object here and I will place it here. So what will happen? Again, it will ask for the throw declaration. So click here, and after that, what I'm saying, yeah. Again, I'm saying that now we are providing this object through this class argument. Okay, so this object will know where your file is located. This object will know. And if we are providing this object here, then this object, fs object, which is of the class this one, will have the capacity to get hold of your sheet, which I have explained here. Okay, to get hold of your sheet, and it also knows, this object also knows where this where your file is located, where your Excel file is located, because of because this object already knows, this object knows, so we are providing this object here. So due to this, this object will also going to know where your Excel file is located. So is it clear to everyone? Then we will proceed to our next step.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, so after that, okay. So after creating this object, there is one. I will make use of this object fs. So if I say fs dot, there is one object which is get number of sheets. So I think this is the, so this is the one, right? So if I, what this method will return me, let us first check it. What it is returning. If I write like that, and if I provide system.out.println, if I write sheets, if I try to run this program, then okay, let us first see what it should return. So it is very clear from the method name, get me the total number of sheets. So get me the total number of sheets present inside this. So what is the total number of sheets you can count? If I come here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So total 8 sheets are present inside this Excel file. So if I try to run this, so it should provide me the output 8. Okay. Okay, so it has thrown the error, you can see. The system cannot find the file because the file name is incorrect. It should be test-excel. I provided the wrong file name. Let me run it again. So you can see the output we are getting it. Okay. So this method uh, will return you the total number of sheets. And once we get the total number of sheets, okay. So as of now, I am not interested in printing the total number of sheets. Okay. Our task is to print the data from the sheet. So after you get the total number of sheets, you will use one for loop. For I equals to 0 to I less than, you can say the sheets, which is 8, and I will increment the I. Now inside the for loop, I will write one, you can say if condition. If fs, this fs is my object, you can say fs is my object of class this. Okay, fs dot get sheet name. So I think no. So I dot equals. So what is our actual sheet name? If I come to my Eclipse again, sorry, not Eclipse, Excel file. So this is our Let me open it in maximize mode. So this is our actual sheet, right? Rest of the sheets we are not concerned about the rest of the sheets present in our Excel. We are only focusing on this one because here is the sheet where our actual data is present. Okay, so this is our sheet name which is test data. So I'm saying if it is equals to this one, AEST if it is equal, then inside that condition I will say fs dot get sheets. Okay, so I think it will not be clear until unless we are not going to run the program. So let us first try to run the program in debug mode. Okay, then it will be clear what this code is doing. Okay, let me put one debugger here. Okay, let me run that in debug mode. Okay, let me do one thing before that. Before that, I will again use this. You can see this is the method which we are using, and I will say string name. Okay, so that in the debugging mode we will be able to see what is the sheet name it is returning us every time. So if I am saving it, just first start the debugging and then fine. Let me run the terminal test. So again you will see cursor code will stop here because we put one debugger. So you can see the total number of sheets are 8. Okay. After that, what I am saying, fs dot get sheet name. So once it will fetch. Okay, let me do this way. Let me. So this is a, when we are going to get the total number of sheets. So it will be stored like that. 0 at 0 index, first sheet name will be present. At 1 index, it will be present. Likewise, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so likewise, these are the indexes. So what I'm saying, when you will say, here you got the total number of sheets, and if I say fs dot get sheet name, which is present at the index 0. If I let me first run it, I equals to 0 here. Okay, so what is the at 0 index? What is the value present? Sheet 1, sample 1, sorry. So this is the value it will return us for the first time. So if I come, sample 1 should be come here. So you can see the sample 1 is here. And after that, we are just comparing sample 1 equals to test data, which is false. So if condition will not execute, again I equals to 1, then if I equals to 1, so at index 1, what is the sheet? Sheet 2. So if I do like that, so you will see what is the sample 2. Sorry. Okay. How it has, okay, I think I equals to, why it is giving me, I think I have not saved the file. Okay, let me save the file first. It is giving at index on this, which is not correct. I think I have not saved the file. Let me save it first. Okay, so let me save the file. Okay, let me save it with other name. Text hyphen and then I will say demo. This is my file name. Okay, let me. Okay, so this is our file, and inside that test data is present here. Okay, so let me make some changes here. This is the modified file name. So let me debug this here again. So again we came here, and when I equals to 0, what is the name it should get? Sample 1, as you can see from here, test. This is my new file name, right? Test hyphen excel hyphen demo. So sample 1 will be present here, and when I equals to 1, sheet 2 should be present. And when I equals to 1, I equals to 1 here, I think. Yes. So you can see the sheet 2, right? So earlier I have not saved the file, so I was not getting the my desired data, right? So sheet 2 is present, and after that sheet 3 should be present at index 2. So if I equals to 2 here, if I click this again, so what is the name? Sorry, sheet 3. This is the again. Okay, after that sheet 1 will be present. So it is storing this in this format. You can see what is the index 3. So if you see here, 0, 1, 2, 3, sheet 1 should be present in this name. So sheet 1 should be present. You can see sheet 1. Okay, so again condition will going to become false because it is not equal to the test data which is our required sheet. Condition will become false again while again for loop will execute. And after that, let me come here. Again that what you are going to get sheet 5 at index number I equals to, you can say I equals to 4. So again, what is the sheet 5 you are going to get in the name variable? Sheet 5. Okay. Again, condition will become false here. Again. So this time, I equals to 5 here. I think I equals to 5. You can say I equals to 5. If I come here, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are here. After that, if you say, if you try to execute it, this time you will get test data here. So this is our desired, or you can say the file name which we are where we have written our data. So if we try to execute this time, condition will become true here. So this method is important. So these two methods are different. Get sheet name, get sheet at I. So here, let me write it. Here I am not getting the sheet. Here I am saying get me whole sheet. So I can work on the sheet. So here, if you execute it, so as of now nothing will happen because so what will happen if I try to execute it? So this method will return in the sheet. So what is our sheet? This is our actual sheet. So once it will return, as of now I'm stopping the debugger, right? So once it will return with the sheet, so I have to catch on the left hand side as well. Then only I can use the sheet. So if I again try to see here, you will see what is the return type. Get sheet. So I think get sheet at this is the one, right? So what is the return type? XSSF sheet. So this is the return type we have to use. If I write I here on the left hand side, if I write XSSF sheet, this is the variable, and just import this package, right? So we are just creating. You can see this is the class, and we are getting one variable of that class. Okay, so after that, when we are going to get the sheet, I am just placing the that sheet here. Okay, so that will give you the actual sheet on which you have to work, and moreover, that will make it global. Okay. Otherwise, its scope will be limited. So I am writing it outside. So when our code will execute, we do not have any sheet. I am providing null here. And inside of the for loop, let me write sheet here. So this way, when I equals to, okay, let me debug this. Okay, let me come here. Only for once. Okay, let me come here straight away. Let me try to debug it again. So you came here. So I equals to 5. You can say I equals to 5. So you came here. I equals to 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after that, I'm saying this is our actual sheet which is present at the index 5, and get me that sheet, and I'm placing that sheet here. Okay, so let me execute it. So what will happen? You will get your desired sheet. Okay, so do not worry about all this. Okay, so as of now, understand that I have the access to this sheet now. Okay, so I can perform any operation on the sheet. So is it clear to everyone that how first we have to reach our desired sheet, then after getting the desired sheet, we can perform the further operations. So is it clear? Please confirm.
Yep, yes, sir. That's great.
Okay. So I think in in the debugging way, it will be more easy to understand or not. What do you think, Ambrasu?
Yeah, Yeah, in debugging mode is very easy to understand.
Yeah, otherwise it will be so confusing to understand the code. Okay, so
Yes,
anyways,
exactly.
yeah. So after that, what I will do, one I am here. Okay, so how I am here? This variable, sheet variable, is holding this sheet, which is test data. After that, so whatever the task we have done till now, I have created the object of this class. Okay, and in this I have also get the hold of my sheet. So what is the hold I got? I got this sheet. Okay, so which means I am getting the hold of this sheet, and after that come to all the rows of the sheet, which is our next step. So to traverse each and every row in our sheet, so this is our sheet. Okay, to traverse each and every row, I will make the use of iterator concept again. So we have used iterator concept many times before that. So what I will do, again I will use one iterator concept here. So how to provide the iterator? So this is the sheet, actual sheet. Okay, so this is our actual sheet where our actual sheet is present. If I say dot, you can say there is one iterator which is called row iterator, ROWI. Okay, so this is one iterator, and if I have to catch the iterator on the left hand side, so iterator which is of type row. So let me write it. So let me give any name which is rows. So let me import the package first. So this is the package for iterator java.util. Okay, import the package for this one as well. Import this. Okay, so let me do one thing. Dot row iterator. Okay, so you can see it after the colon. It is saying iterator of type row. So this is the reason I am writing this on the left hand side, right? So this is the, you can say we are creating one variable which is of type iterator, and that iterator is for the row, and here I am catching the iterator, right? So suppose I have catched the iterator here. So what will happen after that? Okay, let me write it again. Row dot iterator, sheet dot row iterator. So this is the iterator. After the execution of this statement, we are getting one iterator. So how it will look? See, let me take one snapshot of that. Okay, let, let me do it again. So if I take a snapshot of that, okay. After that, what will happen? See, so I have created one uh, iterator, right? And I am storing that iterator here. Okay. So this is our iterator name, which is rows. So as of now, one iterator will be created, which is whose name is rows. So as of now, it is not pointing. This iterator is not pointing to any specific row. Okay. We have just created and it is sitting outside. And in the next line, what I will do, so first of all, I'm interested in my first row. Okay, this is my first row. So you might be, you will say that these are, it is not the first row, because you can see that this is the row, this is a row, but here this is our row where our data is present, right? You will see these rows are empty. So whenever you say, okay, so I'm considering this as my first row. So this is my first row out of the out of the four row. And on the next line, if I say rows dot next, I hope you know this method. I hope you all are quite familiar. And what is the return type? ROW. So if you have to catch this, so suppose I'm catching that rows, or you can say not R, it is first row. So with the help of next method, I will going to uh, come to my first row. So I think it is one. Okay. So what will happen when we will create this iterator? It is sitting outside. Okay. And after that, rows dot next. Rows dot next. So this, with the help of this one, this iterator object will automatically point to the row where it will find the data first. So it will scan from the top and it will directly reach here because here is the data present. So it will going to point to this particular row. Let me highlight this. it will going to point to this whole first row. Okay. And after that, it is pointing. So you can see that our one task is also completed. Come to all the first we have come to all the row, and I have come to specific row. So this is my specific row, which is the so this is my first row. Okay, this is my specific row. So I came here. After that I came here. What I have written here, you can see. After you came to specific row, come to all the cell of the row, or you can say hold the access to all the cell of the row. So in this first row, I will again place one more iterator, and that iterator will going to point to each and every cell. This is the cell. So you can see that there are so many cells after that, but we are interested. But you can see here only the on this four cell only the data is present, right? So it will not consider all these. So whatever the iterator we are going to provide next here. First we came here. Let me open it here. So inside that, we are our this iterator is pointing to first row, and after that, what I will do, I am going to get this. I am saying store that rows dot next in the first row variable. So that first row variable. So let me write it here. Let me write it first. First nine, right? Row. So here is the variable which I am storing my rows dot next. So what will happen? Rows dot next will come here. It will start point to this first one, and I am storing that in the first row variable. Okay. So this first row variable will also going to point to this first row. You can see here because I have stored this rows dot next, and I'm saying row first row. Okay. So this first row variable will also be going to point to this. You can say first row, right? So after that, we are going to what we have to do. We have to access each and every cell. This is the cell, second cell, third cell, fourth cell. And one more point is that why we are accessing the cell. Actually, you will see if you see here, this is our column name, college test case. Okay, so here is the column where our actual test cases are present, right? This is one test case, this is one test case, this is one test case. So first of all, what I will try to find that at which column this this is present. So if I try to say the column, okay, so here we are going to see the column. I will start from the zero, right? So if I say 0, and this is my first column, second and third. So let me, so first column, or you can say from your perspective, this is the second column, but indexing wise it is first column. Okay. So assume as of now, if I, okay, so you will see that you are interested in finding where your Polish test case cell is present, right? Then once you will find in which column number it is present, then you will come to the particular test case, and when you will come to this particular test case, you will fetch all the cell because we are interested in printing the data of a particular test case, right? But first of all, we have to find out uh, at which index this Polish test case name is present, right? So to do that, let me first remove that. Okay, so okay, let me write it in English. No issue. So after you will get rows first row equals to rows dot next. So I will place one more iterator on the first row. This iterator, how I will do. So here this variable is holding my first row. I will say first row dot cell. So this is the first. I hope you are able to see. First is the cell iterator, right? So that will, as soon as I do that, I have to catch the iterator on the left hand side as well. So I will simply write iterator, which is of type cell, you can say, and just give any name. So this is my iterator object. This here, and also import the package. I think this is the POI one, right? POI.ss, Apache.py. So you have to import this one. So import this one, error will be gone. So after the execution of this one, So what will happen? This CE will be created. Let me come here again. One CE. Okay, let me write. Let me just take one more time screenshot. Okay. Okay, let me write it here. Otherwise, I have to do the whole stuff again. So one CE iterator is created, but this CE iterator will only be looking to the cells of the first row. Why it is looking? Because I have clearly told you that I am providing the cell iterator only on the first row. So this is the reason that CE will be looking all the cells. What are the cells? First cell, second, third, and fourth of this first row. So if I do like that, so as of now, CE is sitting outside, right? CE is not pointing to any of the cells. I hope you all know that until and unless we are not saying CE dot next, it will not going to point to the any of the cell. As of now, assume it is not assume, actually it is the way. So as of now, CE is sitting outside of the first row. Okay, it is not pointing to any of the cell. And once it is okay, let me do one thing. Let me write. Okay, I will. I think I love it. So okay. So what I will do, I have created one CE object. Not object. It is an iterator, right? Cell iterator. It is sitting outside of the first row. Okay. This is important that it is sitting outside of the first row. Okay. After that, what I will do, I will use one while loop. If I say while loop, okay. Before that, okay. Let me use while loop. While CE dot has next. So I hope you all are familiar with this CE dot has next. I am saying what this method will check CE dot has next. Okay, let me write the code first, then I will explain. Okay, so otherwise it will not be possible to explain here as of now what this code is doing. While equals to CE dot next. So inside this, see what I'm saying. CE dot has next. For the first time, as you can see that CE is sitting outside of this, you can say whole row. CE dot has next will check whether we are having one cell present or not. So it is saying yes, one cell is present, condition will become true, and then we will come inside this while loop. When we will come inside, I am saying CE dot next. So what this CE dot next will do? CE dot next will move our CE iterator to the first cell. This is our first cell. Okay, and we are storing that cell in the this variable VAL. So after I will store, so this cell is stored in this variable which is data1 first name. After it has stored, I will provide one if condition, right? So if if I say value, you are getting this cell here, and after that I'm saying get string cell value, and I'm saying is it equal to the one. So I'm first time it will have this, then this, then this, and this. So we are interested in this fourth one, okay? Where our actual test cases are present, first, second, and third, okay? So I'm saying whether it is equal to this college test case or not, okay? So after that condition, so what I've told you that first we are interested to know at which column this is present, right? So it is present. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth column. But if you see indexing wise, here I am going to use indexing wise. Okay. So you will see that at third index, this is present. So to find the required index, I will use a two variable which is k equals to 0. Okay, let me write it. I will write integer column equals to 0. So these two I will use, and inside that if the condition will true. So I will say column, and I will say outside of this if condition I will say increment k. So what will happen? Let me first try to debug that, then it will be clear to everyone. So let me try to debug that, then it will be clear what this code will do and how we are going to get our desired column number. So here I think I'm not going to explain it again. So because I hope it is clear to everyone. So we have already covered this, and I think we have to start from here. Okay. So I run that. Okay. So you have provided an iterator over the row, and after that you are storing the first row. Once you will get the first row, so once you will get the first row, which is this one, yellow one. Once you get the row, first row, you are saying place one iterator, cell iterator over the first row. So that C is present outside of the first row, and after that I am saying CE dot hash next. So you can see for the first time data one first name is present. So CE dot hash next will return true, and then condition will become true. We will go inside the while loop. Okay. We will go inside the while loop. After that, what will happen? CE dot next. Okay. So we are saying CE iterator to come inside this. Okay. So CE is now pointing to this one, first cell of the first row, and after that, I am placing that in VAL variable. Okay. If I so what this will do? So VAL dot get string cell value. Okay, I should have done one thing as well before that. Before writing that, let me write this way. So, because we are not able to see what is the value it is giving us. Let me copy this whole and paste it here. Okay, let me one more time debug it. So you will be able to see what is the value we are getting. So again, okay, so we came here again. Condition will become true for the first time. Okay, again, CE dot next. Again, I am saying it will first point to this one. CE dot next will point to first one, data one first name cell. After that, we are storing that in the VAL variable, which is of type cell. If I come here and I'm saying once you will store that first cell, which is data one first name, get me the value. Here I am clearly telling by this method get string cell value. So it will return you the value. So what is the value it will return? See here. The data one first name you can see on your screen. Data one first name is returned. Okay. After that we are simply checking. So this will return me data one first name. You can see here. Data one first name is equal to this one. Condition will become false. So we will come out of the if condition. Okay. We have not executed this because condition is false. And I am saying increment k. So now k equals to 1. So earlier what will happen? K equals to 0. Now k equals to 1. We are concerning this one column. K equals to 1. So again, let me run the while loop again. CE dot has next. So again, CE dot has, CE is here. CE dot has next will check whether we are having the next cell. Yes, we are having the next cell, which is data 2. Condition will become true. Again, we will come inside. What is this CE dot next? It will again move your CE iterator to this. Now, CE iterator will going to point to the second one because you are seeing CE dot next, right? So after that, what will happen? Once it will start pointing, we are storing that in the variable, which is of type. You can say VAL. Okay. So if I do that, and I'm saying once you will get the second cell, get me the value. Okay. So what is the value? Data two. I think data two last name. You can say data two last name is the second cell value which this method has returned us. Okay. Again, condition will go to check. Condition will become false again, and then we come to this 60 line again, 60th line. Okay, increment k value will become 2. You can see on the right hand side k value equals to 2 now. Okay, so again k value has become 2 now. Okay, again we will check this one. So what will happen again? CE dot has next. Condition will become true. Why? Condition will become true because CE is now here, and we are just checking whether the next you can say next cell is present. So the next cell is present, which is data 3 image. Condition will become true. We come inside again, CE dot next. So what CE dot next will do, it will simply make the CE, make your CE iterator point to this block. Which one? Point to this one. Okay, so CE is now pointing to this one, third one. And after that, I'm storing that in one variable. which is of type VAL. Okay, I am just storing that in VAL. So once I will store, so you can easily see that VAL is the variable. Okay, you can give any name. It is also pointing to this one as well. So once it will pointing, I am saying get with the value. By this method, by this method I am saying get with the value which is present inside this PAL. Okay, so what is the value? Data 3, which is email. Data 3 email. After that, condition will going to be checked again. So this time you will see condition will become false again because it is not equals to this particular column name which we are interested in. Again, condition will, you can say, k will increment. Again, condition will be checked. So we see here CE is now pointing to this one. CE dot hash next will check whether we are having next set. So what is the? Let me rub this first. So you can see CE dot hash next will check whether you are having the next cell. You can see the next cell is present. Okay, condition will become true. We will come inside the value, and after that CE dot next. So what this method will do? This method will simply move your CE object inside this. So CE is now pointing to this fourth cell. CE is now pointing to this fourth cell, and it is not pointing to any of the previous cell. Okay. So likewise, so let me write this. Okay. So CE is now pointing to this one. So after that, what I am saying, I am storing that in one variable which is VAL. VAL is the variable you can see. Next, once I am saying CE dot next, I am storing that in one variable which is of type VAL. So how again VAL will point to this one as well. Okay, because we have provided equal to operator, so it is pointing to this one, and this time it will return the value this Polish TC, which we are interested in. If I try to click this and I'm saying get me the value, so this time you will see the value is Polish TC. So you can see on your screen this time we are getting the our desired value, and after that this condition will also going to be true because it is equal to the Polish TC. So I will come inside the if condition, and I am just providing here it is 0, but once you execute it, it will have 3. So this way you got the desired column number. Okay, after that, okay, let me first complete the execution. Then I so as of now column equals to 3. Okay, so which is our desired column. So we are sure that this Polish TC, this name is present at the index 3. So we have found out the index, and after that K will increment again. CE dot has next. So this time CE object is here. What is has next? It will check whether we are having the next cell is or not. See, we are having the next cell, no doubt. We are having this cell, but no data is present. But here no data is present, so the condition will become false this time, and we will come out of the while loop. You can see we will come out of the while loop. But with the help of that, what we have done, if I try to print that, we can print as well. Column number is plus. If I try to run that, so it will print the desired column number. So you can see that it has I am not provided a space, that is the reason you are seeing like that. Okay, you can provide the space after that as well. Okay, then the after will be more clear. So is it clear to you that how we are getting, how we are checking? So likewise as well, if suppose this Polish TC is present here, right? Suppose if it is present here, so we will going to get the second index. If likewise this Polish TC is present at the first place, then straightforward it is you will get the zero index. So wherever it will be present, our test case will not going to be fair. Okay, so this is how you are going to get first. It is present at the index 3, then we got that. Is it clear now? Please confirm. Then we will move forward.
Yeah, yes, so far it's clear.
Okay, thank you. So after that, so our task is not to print the column. Okay, so anyways, let it let me not remove that. After that, what I will do after I got the desired column number, I will again place one more iterator. Okay. So actually we have already, I think it is, so this is the I think iterator. So you can see that I have provided this iterator, okay. You can make use of this as well, okay. But let us create another one, right? I do not want to confuse. So let us create one more row iterator. And this time I will name that as rows, you can say, name. What do we say, row iterator. So what I am doing again, simple again. We are having this whole sheet. Let me again first take one snapshot. So we have that whole of entire sheet. So with the help of what I'm saying, we are having the hold of this sheet. Right. Okay. Basically. So after sheet dot row iterator, I'm again placing one more iterator, right? So this time what is the name? Rows hyphen new iterator. Okay. So I am writing in short. Okay, I will write that in short RNA. Okay, in my when I will explain, I will write in short RNA rows new iterator. So here we are creating one iterator again that will iterate all the row. So suppose this is your iterator has created R N I. So this is the iterator object. Again it is sitting outside. Okay. And after that what I will do? I will use one more while loop. So after that I will use while loop. If I use while loop rows dot sorry let me copy this. I will check has next. Again has next we will use. If the condition will become if the condition will become true, we will come inside the while loop and I will say row r equals to rows dot next. Both these two methods will do. Okay, so what will happen here? Again I have created this iterator and when I will check rows dot has next. So it will just check whether you are having any rows. You can see that it will start from here but it will not find any data and it will directly come here. Okay, so it will just check, it will not move inside the row, it will just check yes we are having the first row, condition will become true, we will come inside of the you can say while loop, and inside the while loop I provided one next method. So what this next method will do? Okay, so this is the I think copy here and paste it here. Okay, we are working with that. So this one will move this iterator to the first row. This next method, okay, this next method will actually move your this I have written here in short, okay, that will actually move and get the hold of this first row. So this is the first row, okay. Once we will get that row, then again let me come here, okay. So whatever the row it is placing, whatever the row we are getting, we are placing it in this R variable, okay. So R will also point to this one. R will also point to this one, okay, because we are just saying that we are giving the first row to our R variable. Okay, after that what I will do? I will make use of one if condition as well again. If you use this if condition, see how I'm going to use it. If I say if R dot get set, so it is expecting one integer value, right? First one. So inside that integer value, I'm going to place the column number which we have got from here. Okay. Once we get the column number, I'm saying get string cell value dot equals. What is it? Should be equal to? It should be equal to. Suppose I'm interested in this one. I think suppose if I'm interested in this one. So this is the actual test case which I'm interested in. Okay, for the first time. So what I will do? Test case 102. I will write test case 102. So if it is equal to this one, what I will say? Okay, let me first what I should do. Let me first try to debug till that point. Then otherwise it will be confusing. Okay. So before that, okay, let me write some more lines of code, then I will do. So if the condition will become true, what I will do, I will again use one more cell iterator. Inside this if condition iterator of type, which is cell. Okay, I am again placing one iterator, which is equals to, suppose I am giving the name as cp equals to, and I will say r dot cell iterator. Cell. Once I will provide one iterator again, and I will provide one more while loop inside this if condition while cv dot has next. So don't worry, I will just show you in the debug mode, then it will be clear. If I am just checking whether the we are having the more cell or not. If we are having the more cell, then I will simply write cell c equals to cv dot next. Okay, let me write again cell cv equals to cv dot next. And in the next line, I will just write. So let me write one more new name. Let me write c. After that, I will say c dot get string. Okay, dot get string cell value, and I'm just storing that in one string loop. So let us first try to debug this program. Okay, that what this code is doing. Okay. So I will, after that I will try to print the name. And let me write the cell name. Okay, so let us first try to check whether this code is working correctly or not. Then we will debug that. Let us check whether it is printing. So I provided test case 102, right? So I think this, you can say, this code will going to print the data of this second one. This is the data, Rahul, whatever it is written. Okay. So if I try to run that, let us see. Then I will debug the program. So you can see that it has printed the, so this is the column number, and but this is our actual data, first name, last name, email ID, and this is the test case number. So as of now, let us first see. I think I have till column number. I think it is clear, and after that, let us put one debugger and try to understand what is happening. I again just executed the code in debug mode. Okay, so we came here. So I think I have don't have to explain it here. I have to explain below. Is it the? I have to come at 64 line. So let me do it again. Okay, so we came here. Okay, after that, after printing the desired column number, so here we are checking at which column number our this text is present. Okay, once we get the text, or once we get this where our actual test cases are present in the column, we will fetch this. Okay, so how we will do? Again, I am saying that in our Eclipse, I have provided one this iterator. Okay, I have provided the iterator that will look like that. So here I have written in short rows new iterator. Okay, I have written in short, and after that I will check whether this has next. So it will check whether we are having any more rows. So okay, let me first remove that, otherwise it will be. So for the first time, this is our iterator is created, and when you say rows dot has next, which is rows new iterate. Okay, you can give any name. It is little bit lengthy. You can see rows new iterator dot has next. So that will check whether we are having any row. So you can see that it will say yes, we will have this first row. It will just check. Okay, it will not move. It will just check. So condition will become true, and we will come inside the while loop. You will see if condition will become true again. After that, this dot next. It will actually move your iterator object to the first row. It will now started to point and get the whole of this first row. So this is our first row, and once we will reach here, we are storing that row in the R variable. So R will also be point to this R variable, which is of type R variable, which is of type row, will also point to this one R. Okay. After that, if I come here, if I try to again step over, so here what I'm saying R dot get cell. What is the column 3? So R is pointing to this whole row, and I'm saying get me the cell which is present at the index 3. So you can see that this is the index 3. Okay, so you will see I'm saying get me the cell which is present at the index 3. Get me the cell which is present at the index 3. So how we are saying R dot get me the cell which is present at the index 3. And once you will get the cell, get me the value present inside the cell, get string cell value. And once you will get the value, what is the value you will get? I think we will get a Polish TC. Okay, once you will get this value, just check whether it is equal to this particular test case or not. So condition will become false for the first time. If I say like that, condition will become false and you do not go inside the if condition. Again, condition will be checked while this dot has next. So this time, if I come here, dot has next will check this row's new iterator dot has next will check whether we are having the next row. We will see that next row is present. Condition will become true. Condition will become true. We will okay. Okay, what is the issue here? The condition will become true for the second time. Okay, so as of now, we have checked that this object row's new iterator object is checked whether we are having the next row or not. So condition will become true. So after that, we will come inside the while loop because condition is true. And what this step is doing dot next. This will actually move your object to the second row. So it will now not point to the first row.
राइट सो बेसिकली पहले हम लोग एक आइटम को लेवल पे सिलेक्ट करते हैं उसके बाद मल्टीपल आइटम के एक असेंबली बनाते हैं और
It
फिर
will
उस
actually
असेंबली का जो ग्रुप होता है वो हमारे
go
environment
to this is the second row. It will again go to this second row. Now it is pointing to this second row, and once it is, you can see it is just pointing to the second row. What we are doing here, this dot next, and we are storing that in this variable r. So we are storing the second row in the r value.
environment और
So r now will go to point to this. This is the r will now point to this second row. Okay, let me tell you. So this is the second row it is pointing, and r is now pointing to this second row. Okay, it has started pointing, and once it will point, what I am saying here, r dot get. Let me first come here. If condition. So r dot get cell column. What is the column number 3? So again, R is pointing to this second row. So I'm saying get with the column number which is 3. So this is the cell which is present at the index 3. Okay, so get me this cell, and once you will get the cell, after you will get the cell from here, get the value of the cell. So what is the value present? Test case 101. This time again condition will become false. Okay, it is not equal to this one. So this time again condition become false and we come out of the if condition, and again value will run. Again row's new iterator. Okay, this is our iterator object has next. Has next will check whether we are having the next row. You can see the next row is present, which is this one, Rahul, starting with the Rahul name. So next row is present. Condition will become true, and will come inside the value. Again, this dot next. It will make, it will move your this object iterator object to the next row. So now, with the help of next method, okay, it will this object this object will going to point to your third row. It will now point to this. Okay, how it is pointing? See here. Let me. It will point to the third third row, and again I am storing that row in the R variable. So R is going to point to this one as well. Okay, because what I am doing in the next step, in this step only, I am providing that row in the R variable. After that, if I execute, I am again saying R dot get column. So what is the column number 3? And R is, with the help of R, I am saying get me the cell which is at the index 3. R is pointing to this, so 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the index here. So this cell will be, R will get you this cell. We will going to get this cell, and once you will get this cell, I am just saying get me the string value which is present inside the cell. So once how you will get going to get this value, test case 102 will be returned, and this will give me, this whole line will give me this value. Okay, so this time condition will become true. So you can say the condition has become true. Okay, because the test case name is same which we are expecting here. Okay? After that, I am placing one more iterator to this particular row. So I think, so this is the R. So you can see here R is pointing to the third row, which is Rahul one. Okay, third one. And when R is pointing, I am saying again, I am saying R dot cell iterator. Again, I am placing one more iterator, but it will iterate each and every cell. And I am saying the name of the iterator is CV. So this is my iterator, and I am placing this iterator. You can say CV here, but it will point to each and every. So as of now, it is outside of the cell of the second row. Okay, let me do one thing. It will point to the second only. Okay, but this it will this CV iterator will going to point. As of now, it is not pointing. It is outside. Okay, it is outside. So this will point to each and every cell of this second row. Okay, so how it will point? See, again I'm saying iterator after the iterator. Again I'm checking CV dot has next. So what CV dot has next will check whether we are having next cell. We are having any cell present inside this row. So you can say that this is the first cell. Condition will become true because cell is present. Condition will become true. We will come inside the while. Again I am saying CV dot next. So this time what will happen? CV will actually move to the first one, first cell of the second row. So CV moved here, and once CV moved here, I am saying get me the value, and I am storing that in the C variable. Once CV moved here, CV moved to the first cell of the second row. I am storing that in the C variable, which is of type cell. So let me write C equals to only here. Okay, I am placing that in the C variable, and I am saying so C is also pointing to the first cell. C is also pointing to the C variable is also pointing to the first cell of the second row. After that, I am saying C dot get a string cell value. Get with the string value present inside the first cell of the second row. So what is the value it will return? It will return you see it will return you the value, which is Rahul, right? So this way we have pressed the first one, and after I will print that. See, it has printed in the output, and again CV dot has next. So CV is pointing here to the first cell. So has next what it will check whether the next cell is present. So you can say next cell is present, which is having this value, right, Gandhi. So next cell is present, condition will become true. We come inside the while loop again. Again I'm saying CV dot next. Okay, so CV dot next. So what is this CV dot next? It will actually move your CV object from here, from this cell to from this cell from this cell to this one. Okay, so CV is currently here, and after that we are moving the CV dot next. We are just storing that in the C variable. So C will also going to point to this second cell, okay, which is Gandhi. And after that, I am again saying wherever C is pointing, get me the string value from that cell. So likewise, if I say again, this time it will give you the second value, which is Gandhi, okay, and I will print that in my output. Again, CV dot has next. So CV is here at the second one. Okay, CV is here. Again, I'm saying CV is here. And when we say CV dot next, So cv.next will move cv from here to this email ID one. Okay. So we move here to this one. Okay. So once cv will move here by using cv.next, I am storing that in the cv.hasNext will check. Okay. And after that we come inside and cv.next, it will again move the cv and we reach here. Okay. To this email one. This is the third one, third cell. So after that, what will happen? We are storing that in C, and once we have stored that in C, I am saying get with the string cell value. So you can see here, C is pointing to C is pointing to this only. Okay, third one. So get with the value. So it will return you the email ID. So if I say this time, it will give you the email ID. Okay, so you can see on the screen. Once you get the email ID, you will print that in your output. Okay, so we are going to execute while loop one more time. So this time again, CB is here at the third cell. CB dot has next. We'll check whether you are having the next cell or not. You can see here test case 102 is our next cell. Condition become true and we come inside again CB dot next. What happens CB dot next? Again CB dot next will move your CE object from here from third cell to last one. So CV dot next will move from here to, so CV is pointing here. Okay, last time, and after that, what will happen? We are storing that in the C variable. So C is also going to point to this one as well. Okay, last one. Okay, so after that, I'm saying C dot get string cell value again. So that C will this method will give me this value test case 102. So if it will return me, I will catch that in the variable which is cell name. So you can say test case 102. Okay, so after that I will again print that, and after that while condition will going to terminate, because you will see this loop will terminate because you do not have any cell after this test case 102. You have the cell, but you do not have the value here, right? So this has the capability to differentiate between the empty and the full cell, okay, or you can say the text present in the cell. So you do not have any new value. So what will happen? It will simply terminate the while loop because it will return false. This will return false this time. If I try to execute, you can say that we came out of this inner while loop. This is our inner while loop, but this while loop will going to run again. Okay, when it will run again, it will again check rows new iterator dot has next. So again it will check, but you will see after you found this test case 102, right? It will again check for this one, but this time it will get the value test case 103. So even if condition become true, it will again move to last row. But here, condition will not going to become true. Why? Because this time we are having the test cases. What it will return me? It will return me, okay, I think it will return me test case 103. So the condition will become false again. Condition become false, and this time again. This time your outer for loop will also going to terminate because after this third row, right? This is our third row. Oh, sorry, fourth row. After the fourth row, we do not have any more rows, right? Which have the data. So this will terminate as well. So we come out of the outer while loop, and after that our program will terminate. So this is how you can print the data from your Excel to your Eclipse console. Okay, and moreover, one more thing, if you will provide 103 here, right? So in that case as well, your test case will work. See here, if I write like that, so you can see that test case 103. So if I come here, so this is my the data which is present in the test case 103. This is the one you can see both are same. Okay, so I am using println. If you do not want to see the data in the next line, you can just use this print. Okay, print, and then after that try to provide some space. Okay, okay, I have provided one space. Let us see. how it will print. So this time let us see for test case 101, right? Whether it is printing the current output or not, correct output or not. So if I execute it, this time you will see the output in the one line. So you can see first name, last name, this is the email ID, and this is our test case number. So I hope it is clear to everyone that how this code is behaving and how we can fetch any data of this test case from our Excel to our test case. So is it clear to everyone?
Yes, Sumit, we're not saying it's not understandable. It's understandable, but we need
Yeah,
some
yeah.
time to understand this video almost at least 3 or 4 times to write
Yeah,
code.
actually, when I have done it for the first time as well, then I was until unless you will not debug this program, then it will not be understandable because what happens, this is a very lengthy code you can say. So when you will try to see the next code, by that time you will forget the first one. So this is the reason that you have to debug it 3 to 4 times, then only you will get. Okay. Anyways, I will share the code later and also the recording today. Okay. So you can play
Ah,
this, no issue. Okay.
okay.
Okay. So one more thing. As of now, I think we have get the data, but let us not print the data here. Okay. What I will do, I will create one array list. So if I come here, let me come here. I will create an array list, which is of type string, and let us create the array list as let me make it a string. I will write a list equals to new array list, which is of type string. So I have created one array list, and instead of printing the data here, first I will store the data in the array list. If I import, this is the package, this is my object, copy this object, and I think it is the one. So here what I am doing, I am just printing the value. But here I will not print the value. I will simply al dot add, sorry, a list dot add, and inside that I will say c dot get string cell value. So whatever the value it will return me every time. Okay, it will return me four value. Okay, first name, last name, email, and the test case number. I am storing that array list. And okay, after that, let me put semicolon at the end. So after that, what I will do, just copy this whole whatever the code you have written. I think till here it will be fine. Okay, after that, what I will do, I will create one method. Okay, I will not I will create one separate method so that everyone can use that. So suppose my method name is public void get test case data. If I write like that, and I will paste my whole code here. Okay, which we have just written. And after that, again you have to import the throat declaration. Okay, so add throat declaration and then here as well. Okay, so here as well. Let me do one thing as well. When we have finished adding, let me write here adding all the data of test case to array list object. Okay. So once we have added, after that, what I will say. So this is the final base. Okay. After that, my method will going to end. If I copy this one, if I cut to this, so you will say that. Let me write one more SOP. Okay. So after that, my method will terminate. Before that method will terminate. Okay, after that it will terminate. I will just simply return my array list. Why I am returning this? See here. Let me first return that. So I am returning this object, which is array list, and it is saying change the method return type to array list, which is fine because we are returning one array list. So method return type should also be the same. Okay. So here the method type is also changed, and inside that I will pass string test case. You can say name. So why I am providing this value, see here. this is the test case name. So I was hard coding the data here, right? Test case name here. Instead, expected what I will do. I will not hard code the data here, but every time user should enter, right? So whatever the user will provide the test case name to this method, okay, it will execute accordingly. Okay, so what I will do, let me come to this class. Okay, what is the error? Okay, no error. So what I will do here, I will this class. Okay, suppose this is the class, and I will create one object of the actual class where my actual code, where my method is present. Excel icon demo obj equals to new Excel icon demo. So this is the actual class. Okay, small detail here. So this is I created the object of this class, and after the object I will call the method obj dot. This is the method which we have created in this class. Okay, and I will provide the test case name here. So suppose I have to get the data of this test case 101. I have provided here. Once I will provide the data. I will provide this. What will happen? This test case 101 will go here. Okay, and accordingly, when test case 101 will go here, so you can see 101 test case will go here. Okay, because it is the value of this variable, and after that we have finished adding. We are returning this array list. So what is the? It is returning one array list. So if you have to get the data here, okay, once you will call the method, that will. So let me edit here. This method upon call from object return you array list. So you have to catch it as well, okay, which is fine. So let me write it here. Okay, so once it will return me, on the left hand side I will create one array list variable that can hold the, okay, let me write again, which is a type string, and I will say array list. So that will, after I will call the method, that will give the array list, and once it will get me, I will simply going to print the array list. So this way I have, okay, so after that you can, once you have get the data in the array list, if you have to use that data from the Excel somewhere in your program, so from the array list you can get the data. So this is how, let me first try to run that, whether it is correctly. So it should print this test case 101 data. Okay, this time I am just executing this. Okay, so let us see. You can see that it is printed. See, first name, last name, this one, right? So if at the some point of time, right, so here also you will see that I am hard coding the data, but with the help of the scanner class. Okay, I know you how, I hope you all know that how to input a data from the user with the help of the scanner class. Okay, just create the scanner class object, and with the help of that scanner class methods, you can uh, uh, tell the user to enter one test case. Suppose user will enter 103, suppose test case 103. So if I try to run this, then also it will going to, I don't know why I'm getting this error again and again, maybe whatever it is. So this time it has printed the test case 103 data. You can see test case 103 and it is all the data. Okay, so one more thing, you can use for each loop here as well to print the array list content. I'm just printing the array list directly. Okay, so here likewise if I give test case 102, I think 102 has already given a 101. If I give that, then also you will see your code will work fine. So okay, so I think it has executed. So this time again 101 data. This is the one. This is the one. Okay. So is it clear to you again that how we have just whatever the code we have written, we have created one method out of it, and whatever the new user, if anyone wants to fetch the data, he can use this just method. Okay. So is it clear to everyone? Hello, Vimal, Somya.
Yes, sir.
Somya, is it clear? Khajauddin, is it clear? Then I will share the recording. Okay, people are not even saying yes or no, how I will know. So anyways,
Yeah, I understand, but little bit I have a doubt, and I check the video and do practical. I will clear my doubts. No issues, sir.
okay, so what I will suggest you, if so, I will provide the code. Let me first provide the code. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
just copy it. Okay, what is the code? And after that, what I will do, I will upload the video. So if you stuck at any point, okay, let me first copy this whole code. So I am pasting it here. Please, everyone who wants to copy can copy from here. Okay. So I will share the code. Okay, this is of the first class, and after that I will share the code of this classes. Copy and then. So, okay, so I have shared both the codes. You can copy from here. So I will share the recording as well. So if you face any difficulty, I will suggest you to watch the video and then put debugging points. Okay, if you try to do that in a debugging way, then it will be easier for you to understand what is happening in the code, just like I have showed you, right? I hope it is clear. Everyone copied the code, then I will go in the details.
Sir, wait a minute.
Sorry.
I copied the last. I copied the last code, sir. Wait a second.
Okay, so I think. Okay, so thank you everyone for attending to this session. I hope it has cleared your some of the doubts as well. So I will share the recording as well after the class. So thank you everyone.
Okay, sir. I'll do in practical and I will clear my doubt and let you know, sir.
Yeah, let me know in the classroom. Sure.
Okay, sir. No,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Soumya, is it clear? Okay, so I am just disconnecting the meeting. Okay, because I hope everyone has copied the code, required code.